Libra, if you've been asking what direction should I take, this reading isn't about guessing. It's about clearing confusion, comparing paths, and choosing the direction that actually supports your success and stability. Hi, Libra. I'm Heather, and this is Dogstar Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the pack. Today's reading is focused on clarity, specifically clarity around career direction and life choices, and where your energy is meant to go next. This is for those of you standing at a crossroads, weighing options, or feeling pulled in more than one direction. We'll be working with 9 cards that clearly show where you are now, what's clouding your judgment, and what direction aligns with your long-term success, not just feels safe or familiar. We'll also look at the difference between choosing alignment versus choosing from fear, so you can make decisions with confidence rather than second guessing. So take a breath, set an intention for clarity, and let's see what the cards reveal. Libra, one more shuffle here. Okay, so this first card is your current crossroads. I'm just making sure that it is in the camera. Okay, so this is your current crossroads. This is your mental fog. This is your inner truth. This one here is your true north. This is your decision point. This is your aligned path. This one here is your misaligned path. This is your guided action. And this one here is your long view outcome. Okay, so Libra, your current crossroads where you're at now, you're at Page of Pentacles. So this is where are you standing right now in your career or life direction. So being a Page of Pentacles, I feel like, whatever it is that you're doing for career, for those of you who are working, you're making modest money. I don't feel like there's a whole lot coming in. You might even, I feel like for many of you, you might even be feeling like you're not earning your maximum potential, or you are not being compensated quite fairly for the amount of effort and work you're putting in because this is a page. And again, the Page of Pentacles, and that represents material wealth and abundance. So what I feel like is whatever it is that you've been doing, you might not have been, like maybe your salary has been locked and you haven't been getting bonuses or raises or even opportunities for advancement. So there's that. This is where the crossroads is. This is where you're feeling stuck. You're yearning for a little bit of growth here, Libra, in your career or life direction, and you're just feeling like it's not happening. You are at a bit of a standstill here. Now, your mental fog, this is what is currently confusing, overwhelming, or clouding your clarity. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. So, I mean, the Wheel of Fortune represents what goes around comes around. It's karma, right? It's when things are going well, eventually there'll be, that wheel will turn and it will go. Things won't be going as smoothly, or if you're having difficulty or challenge in your life, eventually that wheel will turn and things will be running smoothly. But when we look at it as a mental fog card or position, so what is confusing you or overwhelming you, I feel like it's that, think of it as a compass because that wheel spins, right? So think of it like a compass spinning out of control and it's unable to find its true north. And that's what you're feeling right now. It's you're not sure. You're not sure where you want to go. And that is what's clouding your clarity. You don't know. You don't even know where to start. And part of that is going to be, well, and we will look at the next card because that's your inner truth. But it's really looking long and hard at your skills and abilities, your education, your everything that you bring to the table, and then also comparing that to your passions and the things that excite you and light you up. And then where do you find where they meet in the middle? So as we move forward, we're looking at this next card. This is inner truth. What do you already know but haven't fully trusted or claimed? You actually have the devil here. And the devil can represent the things that hold us back, right? Like self-sabotaging, materialism. It's usually at the very core root of it, the devil represents materialism, and being off of our spiritual path. So in the inner truth position, this is what you already know but haven't fully trusted or claimed yet. I feel like you've been distracting yourself with other things because you don't want to do that inner work to find what it is that you truly want to do. The other thing too is I feel like, and this is what you already know, but you haven't fully trusted yet, you're not trusting your own skills and abilities. There's some disconnect here with your confidence. And I'm not sure where that has come from. Let's see if we can pull a card for that, because I do feel like this is a little bit about it's confidence in your competence with your skills and abilities. You do have them, but you're not fully trusting them. And you have them to go in the direction that you're meant to go in. You already have the skills and abilities and knowledge to do that, but you're not trusting it. So you're not trusting your own competence. You do not have confidence in your own competence. So I'm going to see if I can find something. An Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something that you already know, because I'm saying something because this is a general reading. So it's for any Libra person who is watching. You already have mastered a skill. Now, it might be an unconventional skill. Like, so for example, maybe you studied at university and you've got degrees in one field, but through your side hobbies and life and the things that you do in your own time, you've mastered another skill. Okay. And that is where your passion lies. That's where you feel your purpose in life direction is aligned. But because you don't have the degree behind it that's posted on the wall, you don't feel like you can step into that role in a public forum. But you can. Experience is just as important as that, or if sometimes even more important than that piece of paper sitting on the wall. And that's what you need to be trusting in. Okay. And I feel like that's where that confidence in your competence is lacking. Okay, so as we move forward, so we have the next card. This is your true north. This is the direction that is most aligned with your purpose and long-term success. So you have the Seven of Pentacles. I think for many of you, assessment. So whatever that looks like for you. For some people, that could be in terms of numbers and math. That could be, being a safety rep. This could be evaluating people. So mediation and mitigation. And so it can play out many different ways for you, but what you will find feels most aligned with your purpose and your long-term success is being in a role where you can assess things. It's almost even like research too, but where you can assess a situation and break it down and then find the best strategy moving forward or the most successful option. And that is what will really make you feel aligned with your purpose. And the decision point, so this is the choice or the fork in the road that is asking for clarity right now. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is really evaluating your resources. And again, this kind of goes back to this Devil and Eight of Pentacles card, because resources are, yes, they're money, they're material possessions, they're the things that make us feel safe, secure, and stable. But our resources are also, there's people resources, there's our net, and that would be like our networks, the people that we know. It can also be our skills and abilities. So again, what have you studied for? But what have you done? Where's your experience? Where does that lie? Not just your professional experience, but also your personal experience, because you need to be looking at that, because that's what you need to get clarity on and how you can apply that to what it is that you really and truly feel passionate about and want to do with your life and your life direction. And then we have our aligned path. So this is the fun one, because this is what happens if you choose if you choose your path that is aligned with your truth. And you have the Four of Wands. This is people celebrating you. This is stability, community coming together, backing you, supporting you. And, it's such a feel-good, wonderful energy. And you just really feel connected with others. So that's one of the things that will happen. You'll be supported and you will have stability or more stability in your life. You will find that if you're feeling like you're stuck with advancement or increase in salary opportunities, those things will open up for you with this Four of Wands here. Now, what happens if you choose based on fear or pressure from other people or habit? You end up with the Ten of Wands. You will end up feeling constantly overstressed and burdened and weighed down and having all this responsibility without the reward. That simple. And then our next card is our guided action. So this is the practical steps that can bring immediate clarity or momentum this month. And you have the Five of Wands. So, I mean, this can be combative energy. A lot of people like going at each other, wanting to go in different directions, but I feel like for you, this is the internal. So this is internal scattered energy that, and again, that's what is part of what's creating this uncertainty. You're not sure what direction you want to go in. So that is the clear practical step that you can take this month to get momentum and to get immediate clarity. And that is start, journal. Take a moment, even if it's only 5 minutes a day, to just reflect, sit in the quiet for a moment and write down the things that you feel passionate about, the things that you feel drawn to, the things that light you up. What is it that you do? And that can be applied into a career that make you happy. Because if it makes you happy, that's a clear sign to go in that direction. And then also assessing your skills. So journaling and writing that down, even if it's only 5 minutes a day over the next month, as when at the end of the month, you look back and you read all of that, and you're going to find that you have all your answers right there in that journal. Now, the long view outcome. This is how this direction shapes your career stability and fulfillment long term. And you have justice. This is about finding balance. This is also about you finally getting fairly compensated for what you do. You finally getting what you deserve with all the hard work and effort that you put out. That is what justice is. It's the what you put in comes out, right? It's that balance and fairness, because that's really what it's about. And it's actually a card of Libra too. So that's you really living, being your authentic self, Libra. So that is what I have for you. As you leave this reading, reflect on the differences between the aligned path and the misaligned one. Clarity isn't about having every answer. It's about choosing the direction that feels grounded, honest, and sustainable. Trust your inner compass. Direction becomes clear once you commit to alignment. Thank you for running with the pack, and I will see you in the next reading.